Didn't think we make it. Now they break their neck just to look at me. Remember when I called you and you didn't fall through? Now you hate yourself, you can look at me, look at me. You like me.
And what up, what up, what up? What's good with y'all? Alright, so what are we getting into today? Today we're about to be doing a little update on the LS3 G35 Sedan. Some of y'all been wanting little updates. For those that haven't seen White Aaron's video, I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna give y'all a little update, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of what we're getting into. Just a brief little shum. Let's Granny over here drunk. You drunk? Huh? We just went to Texas Roadhouse and she usually gets a margarita. She got her margarita with an 1800 kicker. She poured some of it into the drink, but she dropped some of it. So the dude went back and got her another kicker and she put that in. So she off whatever comes in the margarita and 2 things or 1.5 of 1800. So this is what I got. Here, hold this. Y'all can see we cleaning up. This is, yeah, we're in the middle of that. Hold that. We're about to show them what Granny did. All right, here, you do it. You do what Granny did.
From this way?
Go ahead.
She said she was going for the door and she said I had to grab her stomach like
Kevin Hart. This is extra stuff that came out of the extra room. I finally kicked Kyrie out of my living room. Kyrie has his own room now, so a lot of the stuff I need to put up. These seats, man, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with these. I had bought these seats hella long ago. Literally like one-off custom Sparko seats. You can see it's custom stitching, everything, and I just never put them in anything yet. I think these seats were like $3,200 or something like that. Once everything was said and done, authentic Sparkos, and they literally just been sitting. Like, they were supposed to go on my SC hella long ago. Thought about putting them at 300ZX, never did it. And now I got 12 cars later and still ain't put them in nothing. Alright, so for the update we're gonna be doing on the G, man. Like, I was watching White Aaron's video and I was like, yo, the G has a sick part selection. Like, it's odd because this car makes probably 3 times what, well, double, for sure double. It's gonna make 2 times what the SSG is gonna make, but the G has better suspension components and way bigger brakes. And I feel like I subconsciously bought better stuff for that car, knowing that my daughter was gonna be in that car. So I wanted to like make sure this thing was gonna stop for the power it had big brakes, all the suspension stuff. Like, this car doesn't have bad suspension. It just has Megan Racing control arms and camera arms and all that stuff. So the reason I put Megan Racing suspension on this car was literally because it was blue and the Megan Racing stuff matched the OEM blue color that we had when it was the Daytona blue. So I just bought blue suspension parts. That's why I went with the Megan. That's literally that's it. But on the SSG, I did pretty much all the Voodoo arms. I think Voodoo has better quality stuff, more beefier when it comes to suspension arms. So the G has that. This car we ended up doing the Brembo brakes on, but the SSG literally has like the Akibonos from the 370/G37. So it has huge brakes on it. I feel like y'all see. I'm gonna show y'all part selection, do a little kind of like a little mini breakdown. Y'all can see where we're at with it. But yeah, I think out of every single Z and G chassis that I've done, even over my old supercharged G, I think the new SSG has probably the best suspension selection. And I think when it comes to the part selection on here is like, I think it's just a better part selection, like overall on everything. Some of the stuff is similar from this car to that car, like the radiator combo and stuff, but let's just get the White Ears. Y'all will see what I'm talking about when I give y'all a full physical visual. So for the people that are interested in doing like a LS swap, or you got G people, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be more of like I wouldn't say techie, but more of like an informational video for y'all. All right, just getting here to my bros.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Financial stuff.
Financial stuff. Oh, sorry, ballers. That's how you know he baller over here. All right, so my boy been over here working on this thing right here. This is the motor that actually came out of here.
Yeah.
He ended up rebuilding it, new head gaskets, got everything resurfaced and fresh. So,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I had gave him this motor. That way he can throw it back together and sell it, make some money off this thing. So I think he got a job off of this. So somebody's gonna be coming, he's gonna be installing it, they're gonna be buying the motor, got a whole little thing. So originally we were planning on finishing this thing up in about a month or so, but since this swap is so much, I wouldn't say a lot different compared to the Z and G chassis, like the coupes and the two-seaters basically. You know, the drive shaft had to be extended. There's been a few things that were like, all right, this ain't gonna work. Like, for example, the alternator being up here, it had to get, it's gonna have to get relocated. But like in my Z and Aaron's Z, we ended up using the 5th gen stuff to where the alternator is sitting down below. You can see on my backup LS3 right there, alternator's down that way. Well, we could have easily swapped over the accessories, but what happened with that, and the reason I chose not to swap over the accessories, is because with the LOJ AC kit, the AC actually sits right here. Even though the factory motor has a AC kit on this side, we can't use the GM AC kit with the body harness off of here. It was just like some weird shit to where it just wouldn't work right. I guess the factory G stuff can't control the AC from the GM stuff, so you have to run the factory G35 shit, which is the factory AC condenser and AC compressor and all that stuff. So there's no way to flip-flop it because it has to go here, and then if we swap these accessories to alternator, it'll be in here. So we're waiting for the LOJ AC bracket kit to get here, and that's really the only hold up on that. So it is a few things that we are gonna have to figure out, like what are we gonna do with this big hunk of a bracket right here now that we no longer need an alternator attached to it. But yeah, we're probably gonna trim it, cut it, do something, because it still holds the power steering reservoir on, and it also holds the power steering pump on. So it's all tied into the stupid little bracket. So that's also something that I'm literally trying to figure out how we're gonna go about that. I mean, you know, we could still swap the accessories, but you know, without making it too complicated, I think that's gonna be the easiest way. So the alternator should sit in this area now. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the dipstick, so that's something that we're gonna be seeing as we go. Then right here, it looks like we have plenty of room for the AC. That's why we haven't discharged this thing or anything. Condenser's still full of Freon, so you know, once this is all back in there, it should be A1, nice cold AC. But you can see my boy already got the harness and everything ran. Nice, all tucked up. All the flex fuel stuff's over here. I did run into an issue with the flex fuel kit. I ordered the flex fuel kit and I was like, oh, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna bait up right here. And then the fuel line, I wanted the flex fuel sensor mounted here, and then it would just tie in. But unfortunately, we ain't gonna have room right here. And that was something, you know, I wouldn't have been able to know until we got the fuel rails and everything on and in here. And I had already ordered everything prior to it. So that's something we're gonna have to figure out. We'll probably just put the flex fuel sensor in line somewhere over here. But it's little stuff like that that's come up that's kind of held this thing up. But y'all, if y'all seen Aaron's video, you guys know that I did go pick up the new drive shaft. That's in here. Aaron threw that in, I think, yesterday. We were in the middle of doing the Akibono brake upgrade. You can see it has the Z1 brackets and everything like that. But for some reason, my you know what I'm saying, my handy dandy super specialist master tech, all certified and all that stuff, ain't got the Allen key.
Hey, to be fair, I don't have the other $10,000 of tools here right now.
So yeah, this thing has this whopping Allen.
I got it. I got the suck or the.
You got the suck? Who gave you the suck?
All of you gave me the suck.
I didn't give you the suck.
You gave dog.
Black Aaron gave you the suck.
Here you go.
Oh, you went and got it? There we go.
There it goes.
Part selection out here is, this car has better parts than my LS3 350Z. Like suspension wise too.
Yep, suspension, the exhaust.
I know this exhaust is sick.
Yeah,
This exhaust is hella sick. So y'all can check this out. Look at that. It's a rare jammy right here. This is the Stillen exhaust. You can see it has the factory X pipe in there, which is the selling point for me. Like, I was like, what? It already has an X pipe and all that? Fit up perfect. And I was like, man, I don't want hella drone, so I was like, this is gonna be gonna be perfect. I wanted something that was gonna be quiet, didn't have to worry about it dragging. Like, I can't afford to have my daughter in here and we have drone and shit. Like, that was just out of the question. I ain't trying to mess up her ears already. Far as that, in Aaron's video, he said he thought I only had the camera arms, but no, we have the whole bucket delete, sir.
Yeah, that's the camber.
And the what's the name? We got the camber and the toe.
Oh, okay, that's my bad.
Yeah, trying to play me, man.
Bro, I also said you always send me parts, so I don't even know what I have anymore. Hey, if you look under this car, it looks like it's factory.
It does.
Like, you wouldn't be able to tell that there's a whole bunch of shit done to it.
That is the plan for this car.
Yeah.
Plan for this is stupid factory. Then the shifter, we noticed that it does sit a little lower than what it would sit on a 350Z. So I got a shifter extension. I think that's just part of how the trans tunnel is on here. So everything on here is the factory ISR mount kit for the 350Z. So you can see the headers, the cross member, the motor mounts, everything sits exactly how it needs to be. But we did notice that the shifter is a little short. So I ended up getting like a shifter that adds, I think 3 inches of lift on it to make it a little bit taller. And look, since I was just talking about the headers, you see this thing fits in here perfect. Super far back against the firewall, and it sits low. Aaron's already working on the heater cord lines and stuff, getting that on there. I forgot to bring him that stupid coupler we need. That way we can get the steam vents and stuff hooked up, but I do have that.
Oh, not the radiator has?
Yeah, I got it. I just forgot to bring it. But yeah, man, like, oh yeah, new shifter cup thing right there.
Literally everything that can be done to the car.
Yeah, dude,
Done to the car.
I feel like this car is like a full like overhaul, but like with like good shit, like things that are necessary towards like, all right, we ain't got to do this twice, we ain't got to come back and do it again. Even the radiator, man, like I figured it took me hella long to figure out how to keep my 350Z cool. Like I was having coolant issues, it was just like overheating in traffic. I even swapped spall fans on there. It was like the moment I got the Coil V radiator and put it on there with the spall fan combo, it was over with.
Yeah, me too. Same on my Z.
Yeah, Aaron, I should have let Aaron keep the the Mishimoto. Let him be out there like, man, my shit gets hot every.
I don't understand it.
Like, now I don't know, mine don't do that. But one thing I am doing on here is this will be the first time that I'm trying to keep the factory fan set up. Usually I would do the spall fan combo, but on here I really want to try to make the factory fans work. And the reason behind that is because my tuner Lawrence did a 2JZ G35 build that he did, and he did this test where he compared the factory OEM fans, and in a humid Texas weather, he literally let that thing sit in the garage, idling, hood down, AC on full blast, and the car never overheated. So even though the stock fans are a bit bigger, it's going to be a little bit more challenging to fit. I really think the stock fans probably flow more than the aftermarket fans that we usually get. And I'm not saying like cheap ass aftermarket fans. I run the spall fans on my 350Z. They're probably like the best fans you can get. But I want to say the OEM fans are probably like right there, if not slightly better, due to having a bigger shroud. So I want to try to make it work. If we can't get it to work, then we'll just swap it over to the spall fans. But the only shitty part about that is we would have to I pretty much have to buy a complete Mishimoto fan setup because they don't offer the shroud separately.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. So
we take a shroud and just do like I did on mine and cut it.
But I still have to buy the complete fan combo, the fan and shroud. And then we would only need the shroud.
Hey, any of y'all do any sheet metal?
All right. Can I get a sheet metal guy?
We need a sheet metal guy now.
Hey, you know who could make me a shroud, right?
Oh, yeah.
Janky.
Yeah. Hey, you need to hit him up.
I already told y'all I'm gonna keep everything in here like super factory unless I decide to swap to like the JDM center console with a double din. Even the navigation system, I'm gonna use that as a screenplay setup to where I could just connect my phone, watch YouTube and all that, since they have the kit to convert the Navi to a screenplay setup. But yeah, man, I want to keep everything in here just factory as possible. Even gonna have a stock steering wheel. Like if you look in this car, you wouldn't know it was anything done to it other than having wheels and being lowered. Also finally end up ordering a roof wing and a little trunk lip. Even though I said I wasn't, I ended up doing it.
I was waiting for it.
It's done. Just that's it. That's the only ones that's gonna be on here.
For now.
Until the carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber trunk comes.
That was the first time when I drove it. Remember, I was like, man, F the LS life. I ain't about it or whatever.
And
and then you're all, hey, can you put these brakes on? You can test drive if you want. I'm like,
Dude,
fun.
yeah.
This is so fun.
Dude, he was just like me. Like, if you would have knew me 4 or 5 years ago, you'd be like, him having an LS? Never. I used to talk so much shit. SR better than I was like, SR better than LS. Jay-Z better than LS. Everything to me was better than LS. And then I finally was like, you know what? I'm tired of blowing up VQs. I'm gonna try this. And even converted the VQ master to putting the LS in his car.
Yeah.
Even though he went back and went back to a VQ.
I'm still partial to him for sure. But I definitely believe in the LS life, that's for sure.
Hey, LS3 is the only motor I have not blown up yet. I haven't blown the LS3 up yet.
And I blew up my LS6.
Yeah, I blew up LS1 too. Those suck. Yeah. That's why you never hear me preach. Yeah, bro, get an LS1 or get an LS2. Yeah, either you get a 5.3, an iron block 6.0, or you just get an LS3. LS3 is where it's at.
And what's that? There's no replacement for displacement. 6.2.
Yeah, we sound real American right now.
Well, we really do. All right, I need to stop that. I need to get back at my Chinese stuff.
All right, man. White Aaron coming to the house. Gotta grab some stuff real quick.
Yeah, check out my car.
He's like, I gotta make sure my C5's still there.
Yeah, doing good.
You in here jacking off, nigga? Look! Ah, he trying to swipe up! He tried to swipe up!
I want to fall.
Nah, we just seen that. We just seen it.
This guy.
He trying to swipe up like I didn't see it. Whoa. Caught him.
I'll never live that down.
Oh, let me see how this new idle air control valve working.
Alright, which alternator? That one?
Oh yeah, the big one. I just want to see if this is gonna start up. Yeah, new idle air control valve doing work.
Oh hell yeah. This one?
Needed this sensor. And oh yeah, almost forgot. Here you go. This hose. Bing, 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 bing.
Oh, perfect.
All right, so we're just getting back to White Aaron's right now. Here's the roof wang and the trunk lid that I said I wasn't gonna order. Man, I thought this thing was gonna be like fiberglass. I saw polyurethane. So it's all floppy. Unless somebody messed up, they sent me 2 of the exact same thing.
You have a roof lane for your roof lane. Hey dog, we heard you like roof lanes.
Hold on. There's no way. It's not even. Bro, what?
It's the same thing. It's the trunk wing and the roof wing.
Bruh. What? Hold on. I'm like right there at it.
Yeah, this is like right there at it too.
I feel like somebody messed up. There's no way this roof wing works on the roof and the trunk.
Or somebody's that much of a genius.
I'm right at the tip.
Yep. Look.
Bruh. What? Wait in the fuckery. When you look at this edge, you look up there, you be like, all right, the roof looks like it comes in this way more, but
Nope. I guess it's the same thing. Like if I put it up and down.
they hacked. This is a hack right here.
This is a hack. The fact that it's like the same width though is crazy to me.
Yo, the fact that this actually works is funny. Well, almost works. So this how the little trunk lid works. This is on there. That's on there pretty good. This looks good. But then this literally mates up right there. Look at that. At the corner, but the glue won't hold. But if the glue would have held, this would have worked. 2 trunk wings could be used as a roof wing.
Did you tell him that? Did you tell him what happened?
Yeah, it's 2 trunk wings. Ordered 2 trunk wings by accident.
He meant to order a glass one and then the trunk and 2, but they're both the same exact length.
This one gives me Honda vibes though. It's like poof. It's like a tech deck ramp. Where's your tech deck? I'll bust a dope ass kickflip off here.
Oh, I don't have it. I think it's in my toolbox. In my toolbox.
I've been going too crazy, these niggas